We're back, baby. Oh my gosh, it feels amazing to be back at Cedar Point. Opening weekend was a few weekends ago, and I unfortunately couldn't make it to opening weekend. However, I'm back. I'm here today, and it is a perfect day. It is not crazy crowded at all, and it feels so great to be back into the parks again for the 2022 season. So I'm excited to walk around today and check out and see what's new at Cedar Point this year. I know there's a lot of new things happening in the park. I'm going to fill you in on what I know, and maybe some new things that I'm not aware of that we can find out together. So let's get started. So first things first, Cedar Point has enacted this season and every future season contactless payments. And they are only accepting Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, and debit cards along with Apple Pay and Google Pay. So you are not going to be able to use cash in the parks anymore. But they do have these cash to card kiosks located throughout the park where you can put your cash in and you'll receive a preloaded Visa card to use anywhere between $5 and $500. You will be able to load it without a fee. Just to note, this can also be used outside of the park as well. So you don't need to worry about overloading the card. The card cannot be reloaded, however, so you'll need to use a bit of strategy when picking the amount you want to load onto it. There is going to be a fee if you let it sit for longer than 92 consecutive days, so you got to make sure that you use your card up right away. The only foreseeable issue, I think, as far as buying a card would be when you are going to pay at one of the merchandise shops or the food locations with your card. If you do not have enough on your card, then you will either have to forego what you were ordering with your food or your merchandise, or you're going to have to go back out and load up another card, or you're going to have to use one of your own debit or credit cards to pay for the balance. So the next thing new is that the parade route has changed. It's basically a big loop now. It starts at Gatekeeper, goes down Lakeside Midway, which is normal, but then it's just going to loop around the Midway and not end up at Celebration Plaza like it normally does, but it's going to just lap itself and come back around and end up at Gatekeeper, where it began this year. So that's a little different, and that's new, and you might want to plan where you're sitting to watch the parades a little differently this year. It is so bizarre to walk down Lakeside Midway and not to see Wicked Twister there. And they still haven't said what they're going to put in its place, so that is to be determined. Hopefully soon they'll let us know. Also, one other thing to note is that if you are coming just to go to Cedar Point Beach and not necessarily Cedar Point, the entrance that you enter the boardwalk on from the Cedar Point main parking lot is temporarily closed. So you're going to have to enter it through the Cedar Point Shores boardwalk entrance because the Gatekeeper one is temporarily closed. Also, we are here at 9:30 a.m. The park does not officially open until 10 a.m. But because we are Gold Pass members, we are able to get in 1 hour early to Cedar Point for the entire 2022 season, which is a great benefit to have. Even if we didn't have Gold Passes, we would still be able to get in to Cedar Point today an hour early because we stayed overnight at Castaway Bay. So those who stay off property, Castaway Bay, I think it is the Cedar Point Express Hotel, they also get in an hour early before the park officially opens at 10 a.m. as long as you have the wristband that they give you from your hotel of where you stay at. If you're staying off property, you have to enter through the main gate in order to get in. However, if you are staying on property at either Hotel Breakers or Lighthouse Point, you can enter Cedar Point through the Shores entryway or the Boardwalk entryway into Cedar Point, which is super, super convenient. If you're staying on property, don't forget you have an hour early to get to the parks. Super convenient right there, just steps away from your hotel. So even though we got in an hour early today, not all the rides are open. These are the ones that are open before the official opening of the park, and they are the Dodgems, the Gatekeeper, Iron Dragon, whole Kitty Kingdom, the entire thing is open. Magnum, the Matterhorn, Millennium Force, Max Air, Scrambler, and the Valraven. So hey, you can knock out a couple of those big roller coasters before everyone else gets into the park. So definitely take advantage of that. Get up early, come to the park early, go back to your hotel, take a nap, and then come back again at night. Not only did Coaster's Diner get a new look, which I'm loving, but I'm also loving the fact that they're implementing mobile order here this year. And if you look and go around to the side of the building, you can see there's a little section for mobile order pickup where you can pre-order your food and then come and pick it up in these lockers right here. They're like little locker portals where you just enter a code and grab your food to go. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The longest lines in Cedar Point are for the food. They really can be. So the fact that Cedar Point is implementing mobile order pickup is fabulous. It makes me so happy. You don't have to waste your time standing in line. You can order your food when you get hungry right on your phone, and then when you're ready to eat, you just click ready to pick up, and then you go to the stations like that. Don't have to wait in line, and you just go and you pick up your order yourself. Fabulous idea, love it. So excited that they're implementing that for 2022 season. Not every restaurant will be participating in the mobile order pickup. The ones that they have noted that are going to be participating are Famous Dave's, Johnny Rockets, of course Coasters, which I showed you, Stockade Restaurant, and Wagon Wheel Pizza. In order to mobile order, you have to have the Cedar Point app downloaded on your phone. And I would suggest also carrying around a portable charger because you are going to be using your phone quite a lot at Cedar Point this year. They did note, which I was curious about it, when you have a meal plan or a drink plan, you're still going to be able to use mobile order. I'm thrilled with that and I can't wait to try it out this year. What's really exciting is that now through May 28th, when you enter into the park, you automatically get entered into a drawing to win either front of the line tour tickets for 3 guests or complimentary tickets for 3 guests to the Wild Frontier Nights party that's coming when Frontier Festival opens in a couple weeks. Front of the line tour sounds really interesting. It's from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and you get to have a fast lane. You get a host that walks you around all day. You get admission into the park, dining, drinks. You also get free fun picks and a free access to Millennium Club Lounge. So that sounds like a really good one to win for sure. Good luck to everyone. As far as the Wild Frontier Nights party, it sounds like it's going to be a really good time, although I won't be attending myself this year. As far as the fun picks go, it's really interesting because you get all of the pictures on the rides that you ride for the day. So there's special little places for the fun picks all along the park as well. Fastpass, for those of you who don't know, is a way for you to skip the standby line and enter into a priority line. It is considerably less wait time for sure, and it is a separate line at the attractions that have Fastpass. The Frontier Festival will be going on again in a couple weeks, as I said, and Frontier Trail, as well as Frontier Land, will be filled with vendors. There's tasting cards where you can purchase them. I do know that the theme, again, is cherries for this year's festival as well. So Cedar Point is also hosting something this year called Wild Frontier Nights. It is an adults-only after-hours party here at Cedar Point. It starts at 9 p.m. and it runs to midnight. So if you wanted to come during the day to Cedar Point as well, you would have to have an admission ticket or a pass of some kind to get into Cedar Point. So it's in addition to an admission ticket, or you could just come to the after-hours party itself. They do have different levels, different tiers of tickets that you could buy for the after hours party. So for $99.99 per person, you get into the event. It doesn't include day admission to the park, parking, or food or drink. But for $139.99 per person, it includes the parking. It includes 3 food samples, 2 adult drinks, and I'm assuming that's probably an alcoholic beverage of some kind. And then for $169.99 per person, it includes all of that, plus 6 food tastings and 3 cocktails. So those are the pricing for the after hour party event, Wild Frontier Nights here that Cedar Point is hosting on select nights. I love the music in Frontier Town. It's the best. So last year, this was a Coke refreshment station and you could get food here as well. This year, it's the bank and it wasn't open. So I'm not quite sure what this is going to be yet. Is one of the many reasons why Cedar Point was voted in the top 10. I believe it was number 6 best theme parks in the United States. Amazing. I wish I could ride this, but my body says no. But my girl is on it right now and I'm waiting for her, so I can't wait till she comes off and I can ask her how it was. I know she was nervous going on. I don't blame her. As I'm standing here waiting for Elena to get off of Steel Vengeance, I just want to show you guys, because I've seen 3 parties so far, think that this is the way through to the park. It's not. It's a dead end. So just so you know, there is Steel Vengeance. That's the entrance right there. And if you walk this way next to the ride, people are thinking you can get through somewhere down here. And I'm here to tell you, just to save you a few extra steps, you can't. So don't try it going that way. You can't. The only way to get to Steel Vengeance and then back to the park is the same way you got in, which is crossing over the railroad. So tip from now. It's so heartbreaking, but this year, and we have no idea if it'll even reopen, but the dragstore is closed for the 2022 season due to a horrendous accident that happened last year that is still unresolved at this time. This hot dog place is brand new, and I cannot wait to come back and try it out and let you guys know how it is. And also, the Snoopy store on the main Midway is getting refurbished, so I'm really excited to have that open and to see what's new inside. I know some people were upset that they got rid of the antique cars. I've ridden these antique cars here at Cedar Point, and I'm going to tell you, I am not mad at you, Cedar Point, for putting in this beautiful restaurant and this beautiful area to just sit and relax. There's so much seating. It's so relaxing over here. The music is fun. I'm not mad that the antique cars are not here anymore, especially since there are still antique cars at the front of the park in the main motorway. So it's not like they took something away. There is antique cars here in the park. So I love it. Great idea. Way to go, Cedar Point. The farmhouse reminds me a lot of Backbeat Q. The decor inside is super cute. It's very country, very rustic, very farmhouse, if you will. The setup and the checkout, just very, very familiar to Backbeat Q. I loved being able to watch them slice the meat right in front of you.
On the meal plan, it's the same. You get to choose a protein, you get to choose a side, and then you get to have one of these incredible biscuits. If you're not on the meal plan, feel free to buy as much or as little as you want. They have some fixings to go on top of like chili and fries and things such as that. And they also have a grab and go section with healthy fruit and salad, which I love.
Yummy. Music to dine to. I love how on the cups it says Cedar Point 150 years, and then it has a timeline of like when, like the Blue Streak 1964. That must have been when it came into when it was brand new here at the park. The Corkscrew, the Raptor 1994, Woodstock Express, what we just rode 1999, and Steel Vengeance 2018. That's really neat. I love it. Woo! I am now finally satisfied. I was so hungry when we went to Farmhouse Grill, which is the brand new restaurant here at Cedar Point, and it reminded me a whole lot of Back BQ. I didn't like the chicken here at Farmhouse Grill. I got the grilled chicken drumsticks. It wasn't good. Elena got the chicken tenders and she loved them. She thought they were great. What I did love was the corn on the cob, which is fabulous, even though it got stuck in my teeth and I hate that. The potatoes were amazing, so good, loved those. And oh, the biscuit, that is where it's at. That's why you go to Farmhouse Table, is for that biscuit. If I had a little honey, it would have been absolutely perfect. So I love the decor. I'm really thrilled that there is another place to eat. I would absolutely love to see a full service restaurant, maybe even with the characters inside of it. I would pay. I would definitely pay to have that. It's lacking, it's needed. Come on, Cedar Point, you can do it. Other than that, Farmhouse was great. It was wonderful, and it's a great addition to Cedar Point. Food was excellent. On the carousel was fabulous. She was hysterical and just bantering back and forth with Lainey, and it was great. The Cedar Point employees cannot be beat. They're absolutely fabulous, and we appreciate them so much. What an amazing, fabulous, perfect day here at Cedar Point. It was wonderful to be able to walk the park again. Yay, finally, and to see all the things that are new at Cedar Point, things that have changed a little bit, and to eat. It was great. Elena got to ride so many of the big rides. It was fabulous and super, super fun, and we're exhausted, so we are headed home. So until our next adventure, we hope you guys stay healthy, stay safe, and we will see you next time. Bye.